It is finally 2021, thank God!
And you know what that means?
It means that we are back with our 4th annual Top 10 Things to Do in Puerto Vallarta list. Let's go!
Hey travelers, my name is Juliana and that's Martine. We've been traveling around the world for 4 years and fitting it into our lives any way possible, whether that be volunteering in hostels, working on cruise ships, taking short weekend adventures, or living as expats working remotely. Our goal is to show you how to have unique and memorable trips, no matter what your circumstances.
If you're new here, we've actually spent a lot of time in Puerto Vallarta, and at one point we even called this our home. Now, if you've been here for a while, you'll know that for the past 3 years, we've actually put out travel guides of the top 10 things to do in Puerto Vallarta every single year.
That's right. So far, we give you 30 ideas of things to do here in Puerto Vallarta, but we have plenty more.
We have so much more to share. There's going to be plenty more videos like this to come in the future. But before we continue, I wanted to remind you guys to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications. We post a lot of videos of things to do here in Puerto Vallarta and all around Mexico. We actually live now more towards central Mexico, so tons of interesting videos coming out soon. And most importantly, give a thumbs up and a comment if you are enjoying this video. That helps this video to reach a wider audience, which helps me to reach my goal of not only getting 100,000 subscribers in the future, but also sharing just the beauty of Mexico and convincing people to come travel here. Of course, if you have any tips or questions, please leave them down in the comments below. And when you're done with this video, make sure you check out our playlist of things to do in Puerto Vallarta. I will leave it right up here. All right, let's get started on this list, Martine.
Go for it. Number 1, tacos de birria chanfle. Birria is a stewed meat that originates in the state of Jalisco. It's a traditional dish.
Traditionally, it is made from goat, but it can also be made from beef. This is a breakfast taco. You can actually get them on regular tortillas or fried. Fried is my personal favorite, but Martine usually gets one of each. And we actually featured this place in our top 5 taco stands video a couple months back, and we just love coming back here to fuel up for a long day. Number 2, hike Palomaria. If you're interested in hiking to a waterfall while you're in Puerto Vallarta, this is definitely the one to go to. Palomaria is just located 20 minutes south of downtown, and this trail starts right before Garza Blanca. It's a bit difficult to find the entrance the first time around, which is why we actually filmed a whole video just on this hike, and it's going to be out next week, or it might already be out if you're watching this in the future. And we'll talk all about the trail and what to know before you go.
There are several waterfalls on this trail, but the first is the easiest to get to unless you're a skilled climber. The first waterfall takes about 40 minutes to an hour to get to, and there is a nice big area for swimming and jumping. Number 3, mezcal y sal.
We actually discovered this place while filming this video. It wasn't originally on the list, but when I went, I knew we had to show it to you guys. This is the ultimate place for cocktails. The presentation is an art and the flavors are impeccable. Plus they have small bite-sized treats, making this a perfect place to stop by in those hours between lunch and dinner when you just need a snack. It's hidden right off the Malecon and it's pretty new, but mark my words, this place is going to become huge.
Number 4, La Traviata. We wanted to put this place so many times in our top 10, but finally it's here.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most recommended places I have in town when I see people are coming here. And I know it is Italian food, it is not Mexican food, and that might be a little weird to people. But what you may not realize is Puerto Vallarta is a huge melting pot of different international cuisine. Right. It is, if you're missing out on the international cuisine here, you're only getting half the story.
Right.
And I think that if you've already tried a lot of the local cuisine and you want to have something different, this is a really great place to come for Italian food. Plus, I would say this is the best place in town to watch the sunset. It is on a rooftop and you get an amazing view of the ocean. There's not too many people there. On top of that, the prices are extremely affordable and the food is really great quality. I always get some sort of pasta, or I really like their manicotti. Their pizzas are also great. They're also open for breakfast. Their breakfast is a little bit more of a Mexican style, and I tend to get the enfrijoladas every single time. Number 5, Mariscos Latia ñaña. Now that's a fun one to say. Fun fact, we actually used to live just 3 blocks up from this place, and I would stop here all the time on my way home from work if I was hungry. It is such a great hidden gem. If you love fresh seafood at an affordable price, this is the place to go.
What I like to get over there, it's tostadas. Doesn't matter if it's shrimp, octopus, fish. I like the tostadas because they're like well served and they're delicious.
Yeah, I usually like to get a shrimp or a marlin taco. Both are incredible. If you haven't tried marlin before, they call it the bacon of the sea, and it truly does not taste like fish. It tastes like bacon. and they do it so well there. We were able to get all this food for just 250 pesos. They're located in Cinco de Diciembre and just about a 10-minute walk from the north end of the Malecon.
Calle Honduras.
Now, before we continue this video, we do have two special announcements. Number one, check out our merch. We're actually wearing it right now. We're so proud of ourselves and so excited to share this with you guys. We do have a couple of items, especially for those who love Puerto Vallarta, so make sure you pick some up before your next trip here so you can rock the merch and tell everybody that Tourist Local sent you. And number two, last year I actually made an ebook called Puerto Vallarta Like a Local. It sells for $3.99 in our merch store. It is a PDF that you can either put on your phone or print out to take with you around town. This includes our favorite restaurants, things to do when it's raining, beaches, bars, everything. It's your complete guide to Puerto Vallarta. So we really hope you guys enjoy it. Once again, $3.99 in our merch store. This book is also included in all of our Patreon memberships. I'll leave all the links down below so you guys can check it out. Number 6, Licks ice cream. With unique flavors like blackberry Cabernet Sorbet and roasted cherries and chocolate, it's really hard to make a choice on what to get here. The ice cream is all homemade and you can definitely tell. They have a ton of locations all around town, but my personal favorite is the one right next to the Lázaro Cárdenas Plaza.
It's a great location for people watching and just a short walk from the Malecon.
Number 7, continue indulging yourself at Monson, which is actually on the other side of the Lázaro Cárdenas Plaza. This brewery specializes in craft beer that is made in a house. They rotate their beers quite often, so you'll always be able to try something new. Plus they have great food like brisket tacos, mac and cheese, and elote. Best of all, you'll feel like you're making an impact while eating here. They're extremely charitable and have raised a bunch of money for local charities through their Drop in a Bucket program. Every beer purchase gives you a drop to put in the bucket that supports one of 2 organizations, and at the end of the month, they count up each drop and give back 1 peso per drop to the nonprofits. Plus, during the pandemic, I saw that they were doing food kitchens for those that needed a meal. I think they're doing really amazing things for the city, and that's definitely worth celebrating. Number 8 is Cerro de la Cruz. Cerro de la Cruz is a fantastic lookout point that gives you a whole view of the city. There are a few ways to get here, but the best is definitely taking Abasolo Street. It's a little more direct and starts from the Malecon. Keep an eye on the antenna at the top of the hill and just keep walking. The hike takes about 40 minutes if you stop a few times. I'd recommend bringing some water and sunscreen. It's a great thing to do in the winter months, and the view is totally worth it. Number 9 is Rhythms of the Night. This is actually my first time promoting a Vallarta Adventures tour on this channel, but it's actually because this one's really special to us. Rhythms of the Night takes place on one of Vallarta Adventures' private beaches called Las Caletas. Actually, 1 year ago, we said I do in that exact location. We had our big ceremony there, and it's a super special place to us. The reason we picked it is because we love how romantic it feels there. We were finally able to go back and enjoy the tour, and it was totally worth it. The atmosphere is super, super romantic, and their food is amazing. The buffet is delicious, and you can actually add on an open bar ticket for $10 per person. Plus, at the end of the night, there's also a show that you watch. It's about an hour long, and it's very Cirque du Soleil kind of inspired. There's fire dancers, acrobatics, singers. It's a really great show.
We're not really into tours, but if we have to choose one to recommend, I think it will be this one.
And last but not least, number 10, Mundo de Cristal.
I don't think we ever show like a souvenir shop in our videos.
Yeah, we've never shown one, so this is a first, and if you're going to buy souvenirs during your trip, I would recommend coming here. I love the classic artwork, the tiles, all the crystal that I see here in Mexico, and this shop definitely has it all. My mom and dad always love bringing glasses home to remind them of Puerto Vallarta, and this is such a great shop because there's so many different styles and colors. Plus, they also have really cool tile pieces as well, including these mugs I'm dying to get one day. You can find the store on Calle Insurgentes in the Zona Romantica. And that wraps up another year of top 10 things to do in Puerto Vallarta. Yes, 4 consecutive years. I didn't expect it to go this long, guys, but I'm so glad you guys have been following along our journey. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Make sure you follow Martin's channel, Bitácora de Viajero. It's the exact same content, but in Spanish, so if you need to brush up on Spanish before you come to Mexico, it's a great place to look. So long, travel well, and make the world your neighborhood. See you guys next time. Bye!
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Did you know we have a Patreon? All our members get access to monthly income reports, exclusive podcasts, access to our private Facebook group, and even a copy of my ebook, Puerto Vallarta Like a Local. Business and first class patrons also get a postcard from us each month. Thanks so much for the support. Click the Patreon logo on this screen to join our family.